Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yo.
So we talk about craft beer and Philly sports. We're on the BGSE network. That's a big game sports entertainment. And we're Thursday night, 10 p.m. every week. So we usually start off with a beer, dive in some sports, and then get into another beer, dive in some more sports.
Well,
so if you want to go?
I just want to go because I was over here smelling this fucking beer for the last couple minutes that I opened. And, man, the nose on this fucking beer is next level, cuz. Yo, my.
If you're new to the show, we curse a little bit here and there.
Damn.
Not to, but, hey, when we have a good beer, it's hard not to.
Yeah, listen, I try not to curse, but sometimes I cuss.
It's all good.
I'm going to tell you what, the nose on this beer is next level.
This is
from Shocker Treehouse. This is King Julius Punch.
Oh wow, dude!
Yeah.
What's the nose giving you, buddy?
So that's about 8.2%.
Yeah.
No, I could tell you by the nose. It's
just like a fruit punch or orange punch.
So
like...
what I can gather from this is a rendition of their King Julius, which I know we've had many times.
Right.
It's sorry, the lighting in here, I'm trying to read these cans. The writing's so fucking small. It's a rendition of King Julius featuring pineapple, sweet orange, passion fruit, and lime puree. So it's aged on it.
Lime puree. Oh man. We got a comment here. What's up, South Jersey boys? Oh, what's up?
Yo.
Is it a beer? Yeah, it's always a beer, pretty much. But it's on lime puree, you said?
Well, it says it's the regular King Julius brewed, but then they condition it on top of pineapple, sweet orange, passion fruit, and lime puree.
Oh,
now you know me,
dude.
I'm not a big fan of the fruited sours or any of that shit with the heavy puree. I'm kind of old school, but man, that's fucking good. That is some next level. Woo.
Yep. Fruit punch. It sounds it. Yep.
And 8.2%. That mellows it off so much. It rounds off so much. I mean, that's drinking like a 5% beer. That's dangerous. Nice. If you're new in the show and you're still getting into craft beer, be careful. Have your drinking shoes on. Know you're not. Know your boundaries. Some of these big boy beers are drink like a session beer. So you got to be careful.
Two things to look for on the can. First, expiration date. Make sure that's in your limits of drinking whatever type of style. And the second is ABV. Always look for the ABV, man. Sometimes you buy IPA, you're thinking, oh man, this is gonna be a great 6 or 7, and then they give you a session like 4 or 5 or 5. You're like, what? Well, what did I buy here, man?
But you don't really have to worry about that. If you drink at 6,
you worry about that. You worry about
it if you drink and it tastes like a 4 or 5 and it's a fucking 10. And you're like, wait a minute, I just pounded this fucking thing like it was a Coors Light.
So we're rocking the Ludlum shirt. We went there. We went there this weekend at a new spot, man. So cool. Live music, big bar. All the beers on tap were phenomenal, dude. So good. They had a nice cooler to take to go. You could buy 4 packs to go. And the food was excellent, dude. Awesome barbecue food.
Do they serve food in there in the brewery?
Yeah.
So they must have a liquor license, no?
Yeah. Well, they took over the bowling alley. So I'm guessing the bowling alley had a liquor license,
Gotcha. Smart move by them.
Yeah. So I am drinking a Green Gobbler.
Nice.
It's a New England style IPA. It's got
like a Pac-Man or something.
Yeah, eating the hops. So cool, dude. Yeah.
Shout out anyway, real quick. I have a mini system that the system you can hook up to your TV with all the old school games. Right. Yeah. So I was playing all the old Pac-Mans with my kids the other day, and they loved it. It was so cool seeing them see the games I grew up on.
Right. Yeah, that's always a blast, dude, to sit there and rock out on old games. And
they're like, Dad, this is what you played growing up? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Like, that's got to be something. Yeah.
So it's a great looking beer. Yeah, nice on it.
Nice glass.
Yeah, I figure I'd go with the whole Sea Isle beach area theme. Slack tides right there with them.
Nice.
Not a bad drive too. I think if we got down there in like maybe an hour 10, like not too. Oh, you know what? We went to Cape May first, right? That was an hour 10, and then we came back, and on the way back we hit Ludlum. Cape May was really good too. A lot of good beers, but man, it gets packed, dude.
It does. It all the time
when it first opens. If not, don't even bother, man. The line is so long. Like I like Cape May, but man, that was crazy. You go to Ludlum, not too many people, man, because it's such a big place. And I know when it was a smaller spot, it would get packed. But now Slack Tide's got a bigger spot, and then Ludlum has a bigger spot, so there's more room for everybody.
Real quick, I wanted to ask you: was it Ludlum that opened up where the bowling alley was, or Slack Tide?
Yes,
it was Ludlum that opened.
Right, Slack Tide built their own new place. I'd say a year ago.
But who was the one that opened from the bowling alley? Ludlum.
Ludlum. Yeah, okay. And they're the one that has food. Slack Tide, I do not think they have food, but they have food trucks. So I got another comment by this guy. Okay, guys, for total novice, yet a bartender for 23 years, but I have no idea of what an iPad even is. Well, it's not an iPad. It's an IPA.
So IPA is an India Pale Ale. No, it's not from India. We all know the story. It was a Pale Ale brewed in Britain, and they would ship it to their troops in India. But back then, the long trip, the beer would sour. It would go bad. So they started using lots of hops as a preservative, and for the beer to make it still fresh. Well, in doing that, they created their own style called India Pale Ale because they shipped it to India. And it was basically an English Pale Ale that they hopped the shit out of. And now it's morphed. And now over in America, we made it our own thing. And now it's, you know, the number one style in the country. See, it's that beautiful.
Yeah. You took an English IPA, you made it to the West Coast, add in
pretty much
piney resin hops. And now with the New England style, is more of a fruitiness to it. Fruity character.
The New England's.
With the New Zealand, it's even more like pungent, fruitier. You know what I mean? The hops from New Zealand are insane.
So good. Yeah, I agree, DeeTer. Good point. And New Zealand right now is the hot end thing. I know I drink a ton of Treehouse, and they're big into it. And a lot of breweries are. And you're talking about whether it be, you know, I want to say Galaxy, but they're Australian. But you got so many. You got Nelson Sullivan hops and Waimea and Rawaka and Rakeu and Waiheke. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many good New Zealand hops. There's too many to name, but it's a great addition to the style.
He said, "Thank you, guys. Oh, you're welcome."
Cheers. Speaking of shirts, this was a shirt I got for my birthday last week. If anybody knows the Key and Peele skit.
Oh, with the football players' names?
No. Oh. Where he's in the classroom, he's the substitute teacher.
Oh, right. The substitute teacher. Yeah.
Like the one girl, he was like, Jake Quellen. She's like, do you mean Jacqueline? He's like, one of y'all give me one more silly fucking name. So you got Jake Quellen, Balake, D-Nice, A. Ron, and Timosi. So anybody knows that skit, knows I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Key and Peele, huge fan. That's
so funny,
my stuff. A huge Key and Peele fan. So,
funny.
So.
But dude, this is a great new beer by Ludlum. I have not seen this. This is the first time seeing this summer, and packed with Galaxy, man. Awesome beer.
Nice.
And
love Galaxy.
Everybody at the table I was at, like, they're all beer connoisseurs, and everybody was loving this beer. But to me, I like it. Very pungent, but man, that was it. Oh God, not Wrestle Moves. What's the other one? Water Guns and Rainbows Double Dry Hop on tap. Wow. Wow, dude. It was amazing, dude. Their beers were so good, dude. And like everybody that we went with were like, we're going back here, man. We liked it so much. It was a good time.
Yeah, I got to second you on that. That Double Dry Hop Water Guns and Rainbows is a fantastic beer. And shout out to Billy, the owner of Ludlum. Shout out to Billy, the owner of Ludlum. I go way back with him. When we first opened at Hob, he came in and etched on our door. He also did etching, and he put our store hours on. that we were open every day. And that's how I met Billy, the owner of Ludlum.
Wow.
Great fucking dude, man. Or just cool people. And I remember when they first came, they wanted to bring their beers in. I'm like, yeah, bring them in. I was like, these beers are good. And look at them now. And I'm proud of you, Bill. Keep up the great work, kid.
Oh, so that's crazy. They put like the door sketching on.
Yes, he did personally because he was trained in that. And we were just opening. And I don't know, maybe he got to talking to Brian and saying, hey, we need to get our hours, decaled on the door. And he's like, I do that. And he did a great fucking job, man. So on top of brewing, he did that too.
I know a guy I recognized there working. He was an older guy, and he was going around cleaning up. But I had seen him before at it was a beer festival in Sea Isle, and it was going back like before COVID. I think me and my brother went to. So it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and he was working the bar there, the beer tent, And I was talking to him about beer, so it was nice to see this old guy, man, still with the brewery and everything. And then I don't know if he's like maybe a family member or what, but it was a pretty nice guy, man.
That's awesome. Shout out. Shout out to the old guy. DeeTer, don't know your name, but shout out to the old dude. You know who you are, motherfucker. Keep up the good work, kid.
Oh man, I'm so horrible with like people's names and stuff, dude. But I knew I was like, oh man, that's a dude that used to work the beer tent. I was like, that's awesome. Yeah.
You know that motherfucker's watching too. He's like,
that's son of a bitch.
He's like, that motherfucker. I thought he knew my name. I know Matt so well.
Yeah, right.
That son of a bitch.
But dude, awesome time. Great time with the friends and
that's
great
awesome.
brewery, man. Yeah.
What'd you go down with Robbie and his family?
No, went with Jeff, his wife, and the Al Smith crew, his whole family.
Shout Al and the crew and Jeff.
Well, yeah, Jeff's birthday I think is coming up, and Al's birthday just happened. So we all went down. And
that's awesome, great, man. They're good peeps, man. Good beer people, man. Good beer people.
Oh, there we got your buddy coming on. Let's see.
Real quick. Yo, hey, Greg.
Yo,
what's going on, brother?
All right, good. Everything's good. What's up,
Real
Ricky?
quick, I wanted to ask you, how's the brewing coming along with Al? Is he they still pretty deep in it?
Yeah, I think they just brewed a beer last weekend, I think, or maybe Monday or Tuesday, something like that. Yeah, but he just brewed a new beer.
Are they bottling it or canning it or anything, or just
Nah, dude, like I gave Al my crowler that I got. It's a nice metal, like almost igloo crowler.
Nice.
That I bought when I was brewing. I haven't used it in forever. So I just told him, hey, take it in case like you want to bring it over Jeff's or John's at Audubon. You know what I mean? So you can travel with it. But his uncle's got a great setup. He's got a pool. He's got the garage where all the brewing equipment. And then right next to the garage, he has a bar with a carport over, almost like John's, because he went to John's in Audubon, and he's like, these guys know how to do it. Barport in Audubon, great people, and he kind of copied what John was doing.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, and they're in that South Jersey Fermentation Club. So they're going to starting to go to meetings and all that with them.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, guys, good luck. And like I said, you always get our support on this show. We'll always send shout outs. If you get bigger and open a brewery and your beers, we'll always support you guys. Greg, what are you drinking, dude?
I'm just going with the homemade ale today. I mean, mead today.
The mead?
So
nice. I had said to Greg earlier, DeeTer, he was in the bar. Man. I said to him about to leave. I was like, are you going to be all right to go on the show tonight? He's like, dude, I'll be fine. I just ate a fucking gummy. I feel fantastic. I'm like, that's the dog right there. That's the kid.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Shout out to Greg, dude. Killing it.
Sorry about going up a little bit late. Something didn't agree with me over dinner.
That's all right.
That's
all right.
So I'm good to go, man. That'll rape my belly real quick.
So I was just telling DeeTer before we went live, I was talking about, 15 years I've been there. Today was one of the funnest shifts I ever worked there. Mike Rozier, shout out to my boy Mike Rozier, former Heisman Trophy winner, played in the NFL.
Mike, man. Great guy,
one of my good friends, one of my great buddies, man, he was in rare form today, cuz I was like, what is in the water today?
Dude, he had the whole place in stitches.
Oh,
did he go somewhere beforehand? Like,
no, he came here and he got started early, and it was a good vibe, a good energy. Everybody was flowing. You know, there was no disturbances in the force.
No.
It was a fun day. Everybody, and he was cracking everybody the fuck up.
Oh, that's great, man.
He was on a roll.
Shout out to my boy Mikey Rozier. We love you, kid.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get him on the show, man.
I'm trying, but he's always like, Rick, I don't know how to work that shit. Yeah. I'm like, Mike, so literally, simple, it's a text. You hit like 3 buttons. You're in.
Yeah, man. You click on the link, and that's about it, dude.
Yeah, somebody might need to go and hold his hand. I think that's what.
Yeah, I think Greg. I think you might be on that mission, sir.
That's funny.
I might have to go over there, volunteer and take one for the team.
Or you know what we could even do, DeeTer? That my bosses have asked me to come in and do it. Let's do a live show from there. Then we can cross promote.
It's tough because
it's a lot.
Well, not only that, we have the sounds from the bar, you have music and stuff, and then like you have to have a camera that has all of us in that camera. You see how each of us have a camera to our own face. So if we have one camera, we all really couldn't fit in there. It'd be. I would have to mess around with it a few times. I mean,
if we ever can, my boy Darren, who works with Bonesaw, has invited us there many times and to go in the lager loft up there, which is beautiful, to do the show up there. Shout out to Darren, one of the best in the biz. Bonesaw, they invite us a bunch of times, do the show from there.
Yeah, we have to just go somewhere to just mess around and see how it looks, because I would have to take the laptop or. I don't think we could do it off a phone. You know what I mean?
It would be a camera person, or it ain't like that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna do my personal opinion is if you're gonna try to do something like that, you could do with cameras, but you're gonna need a stand of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of a laptop. I bought like a mobile, audio and video camera to hook up to the laptop and like have that sit on there, and maybe kind of have it set off to a table. With us in the back of the table, but still, like it's going to be. I don't know how it works.
It's a good idea. I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's always an option. I mean, and like I said, we could always do like our individual. I suggest we, doing a dry run.
Yeah, I mean, why not? And listen, these are all businesses looking to help us, and kind of cross promote and help them. I mean, I think it's one hand washing the other. I think it's good for all parties involved.
This guy makes a good comment. A camera woman, not a cameraman.
Hey, listen,
whoever wants to hold the camera.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll take care.
But it's so easy with the StreamYard because you can get people from all over, and they can set up their own background, and I really like this program. It's so nice, dude.
I think it's a really good idea for you guys.
By the way, not to interrupt or change it, Bone just got a double, extended his hit streak. All right, back to normal.
Oh, nice.
I got the game right now myself, so.
So
I guess on that note, let's dive into some sports, right? Let's not hop into the Phillies just yet. Let's hit the Union, right? Union got a couple more wins. I think they got a game tomorrow. So
little kids still playing on our team.
Yeah.
Believe so. I mean, it's hard to you can't watch the damn games, so I'm just going off.
Oh shit!
$5 or whatever.
They don't air them no more.
It's on TV.
Yeah.
Again, it's a streaming thing, so that's where I think they lost a lot of customers.
I was going to say, you would think soccer, a sport trying to grow, would make it not difficult to see the games.
Yeah,
make this shit easily accessible so your sport grows and it builds your sport. Come on, guys. This is fucking business 101. Come on, Major League Soccer. This is why you fell to the back of the pack. Come on. Make that shit easy to find. Yeah. I'm not paying to watch soccer, and probably most people ain't either. Well, Not yet. Grow it, like the NFL did in baseball.
This person says they know us. NME. Is that Nicole or?
Oh, is that my sister?
I think it is. Right.
Oh shit! What's up, lady?
We're talking the whole time. And when it just says NME, man, like any like kind of like Google like Stancy, yeah, okay, it's her. Oh, it's great.
What's up, kid? Love you, Nick.
Yeah,
Greg,
thanks for coming on the show. Yeah, there you go.
Love you, kid.
I got to make a note of that. NME. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on the show, Nicole. Thank you.
That's her initials, DeeTer.
How would I know? You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying you were saying NME. I'm saying that's her initials.
Okay. Yeah, well, you could have picked that up too.
Dude, DeeTer, I can't see anything on there. I can't even see when people comment. Dude, I'm on a cell phone. You're probably on a laptop. I can't read these comments.
You can't read that? No?
DeeTer, I can barely see the comments. That's why I always ask you, what did people say?
All right, so next time I'll make sure that
I'm on a phone. I'm on a cell phone.
I know. It's tough. I mean,
you can do it. It's just a pain in the ass. I mean, I'm looking at
I gotta say more like who it is or something like that.
I'm gonna get one of these newfangled laptops one of these days soon, and I'm gonna catch up to the times.
But so all right, so that's you soccer. How about we jump into
how about Arsenal and Chelsea? Those two teams, how they looking?
It's still preseason.
Is it okay?
Yeah,
they made a. Signed, but they signed somebody recently. Arsenal's making a move on another player. They the problem is that team that they're trying to pull the player from. Liverpool just made an offer for one of the other midfielders on that same team. So it's kind of like
what team is it they're trying to pull from?
Real Sociedad. It's a Portuguese team.
Oh shit.
And so they got like two midfielders, and it looks like one we're after, and the other one, I think it's Liverpool is working a deal to go and get that one. So they might not sell the one player to us because that'll leave them two midfielders down, and it's like the beginning of the season is about like a week or two away. So they're going to be scrambling to go and pull talent in to replace anybody that they lose.
Well, let me ask you something. You said sell.
What is a midfielder? Midfielder is a person that's in the middle of the field, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of like it's three levels. You got your defense, you got your midfielders, and then you got like your forwards, strikers, and stuff like that. So the middle group, midfielders. They've got.
There you go.
I think they've run like three in the middle in their formation.
How many is on the field? 11?
11, yeah.
11.
Including the goalie. So it's 10 outside players, one goalie.
So when you say they sell the players, listen, I don't watch any soccer at all. I'll be first to say I'm ignorant to it, but do they just sell players or do they trade like for other players like they do over here, or they just sell them?
They do both. Sometimes
so there is trades for other players then in that league?
Yeah, sometimes there is a player for player, and what they'll do is they'll go and like say one player might have like a more talent, better record of talent or whatever, and he might actually be worth more than the other player. So what they'll do is they'll take like cash to kind of like balance out the ledger a little bit. So if you got a player that kind of like, you could probably sell for $35 million. You can go and trade into another team, but the player you pick up might be like, 17, let's just say $15 million player. Well, the other team might go and say, hey, give us another 15, we'll call it even, kind of like that deal.
Well,
we got maybe a topic change here.
Yeah.
Olympic basketball USA.
Yeah,
how about that Joel Embiid stepping up today in the comeback win? Yep. And listen, people say what you want about Joel. When it comes to playing against Nikola Jokic, the best player in the league, most people call him, 3-time MVP. Yeah. Joel dominates him in the regular season.
Yeah. Jesus. was that 3-time MVP in like 4 or 5 years or something?
Yeah, but you know who the one in between was? You know who the MVP in between was?
Embiid.
JoJo. And listen, I want to stand up for the kid. Everybody's been beating this guy down. Listen, France, number one, fuck you. Why are you booing the guy? He's not even from France. He's from Cameroon. He's from Cameroon. Leave the guy alone. He never wronged you guys in any way, and you're booing the poor guy in front of his family? Come on, have some fucking class, France.
Right.
Anyway,
Crazy.
Joel Joel did what he does. When people call him out, he steps up and he does his thing.
Oh, by the way, just as a heads up, the Phillies have the bases loaded.
I know. I'm listening on the radio right now. I'm trying to listen to both.
And Wilson just struck out, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's one out left, and I don't know who's coming up to bat next, but yeah.
Is it Rojas?
I think it is Rojas. Yeah.
But man, USA is doing some damage with those gold medals today, man. Like, I think the one
Olympics, man.
Chick, she won like 2 gold medals bicycling. What was it? The women's polo, I think they might have lost, but I think they're still in the running for bronze or something like that. But yeah, I was watching a good amount, man, and it's crazy. Like how many medals?
I love the Olympics.
This one's been fun. I'm gonna say, like, this one's been a little bit more fun than usual.
The Olympics are special because it's every 4 years, but man, I wish it was every year. I love the Olympics, and
right
just
now we're number one.
When else would I watch fucking handball? But in the Olympics, I'm like, remember the day, Greg, we were all up there at the bar. We're like, this is fucking awesome.
I can't wait to watch breakdancing tomorrow. Breakdancing tomorrow. It's gonna be so good, dude.
I know.
So good.
That's gonna be
Listen, Turbo and Ozo, baby. Remember Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo from the 80s, baby?
Beach volleyball was awesome. Especially by the Eiffel Tower. That was good stuff.
I've said it once. I'll say it a million times. Women's pro beach volleyball should have its own channel like the NFL does, like the NFL Network. I'm telling you, the subscriptions would be higher to that than the NFL Network. And I say that with respect to the NFL. It's mesmerizing. I can't ever stop watching it.
Right now, USA is at 30 gold medals at number 1. China is at 29, and Australia is at 18. But overall, we're killing it too, man.
Yeah.
103 medals. The second is China at 73. That's crazy, dude. 30 more medals, dude.
Yeah,
wow.
That's impressive. And shout out to USA, man. Keep doing it, guys, man. May have respect for all that. That's true dedication. We're all talking today. I mean, nothing but respect for every single athlete in every single event and all the. I mean, mad fucking respect. That kind of determination and dedication. To doing a sport like that. May have respect.
Yeah, man.
Nicole says you fell in love with the Olympics in 1984. I don't know.
No, I fell in love with the Olympics in 1992 with the Dream Team, the single best sports team ever assembled. That's the Avengers of professional sport. Seriously, if you're a Marvel fan, that's the Avengers of professional. That 92 Dream Team. Listen, this team we're watching now is good. They're a nice team. They're really good. They got LeBron. They got nothing on the 92. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's insane.
Listen, the U.S. today had to fist fight their way in the phone booths for the second half of this game to win. That 92 Dream Team beat everybody by 40.
Let me tell you something. How cool is it that all these other countries are stepping up and like doing well? You know what I mean? Like, it's not just an American sport, basketball.
Yeah,
you got like people that are drafted from France, the top 6.
It's a great point. Like, you had Canada, 2 of the first 3 picks were from France, and I think you probably had like 11 overall from France, and not just France. I'm talking about neighboring countries. Basketball has grown, and it's beautiful.
Well, you take a look.
I think like there was like 10 basketball players professionally that played on Canada, right, from the NBA or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of NBA players. Did you see the game against Serbia today? Yeah. I mean, you had Nikola Jokic, who's the best player in the game right now. He ain't American, and neither. And guess what, Joel? I love you, but he ain't American either.
Yeah, right.
All the best players. Listen, and I love it. And that's how hockey always has been. That's why I love hockey. Baseball's the same way. You got a lot of, South American and Central American players in baseball and Canadians. Baseball's huge in Canada. And, you're starting to see it with the NFL. Not as much. NFL still a lot, but you got Jordan Mailata, a rugby player from New Zealand. Now he's one of the best left tackles in the league. It just spread sports around the world. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, the competition is all about sports. You want competition, dude, and you don't get better just being mediocre. You got to be the best.
Peter, that is a great point. And real quick, I want to lead it into Craig. What I say to you earlier? Remember, I was saying to you earlier, the Phillies kind of winning 3 out of the last 4. It looks like they're starting to get there. Yeah. And I said, you find out not just in baseball or football, but it's about a team, but you find out a lot about yourself in adversity. When shit's easy, you don't find out anything. Yeah, but when shit gets hard, you find out a lot about a team or about a person. I mean, and you know what this Phillies team didn't do? Nobody backbited. Nobody threw anybody under the bus or blamed anybody else. They stuck together and they said, we're going to pull out of it. We're going to play out of it. And they did. And that's character. This team, if this team hopefully wins a championship this year, you're going to look back at the character of this team as well as the talent.
What I will say, like a lot of these European teams, they've played together, dude. They have played together, and so for us to have all these like top American players to play from different teams, they've never played together, dude. Like it's fine. It's hard for them to find their role.
That's a good point.
And
it's a really good point.
The talent when it comes to basketball.
It's a great point, cuz
we got a plethora of players,
right
compared to like the foreign nations. Just like let's take Serbia for example. The pool that you're pulling from isn't a very big one, so you probably have more than likely, all that talent of that nation playing together in some form, throughout their upbringing, their younger days, the developmental programs and stuff like that, But here it's like you got so many different team sponsored.
Before is a guy I think good in that fridge. Oh man, look a little thin there tonight. Look a little thin, dude.
It is thin, but look what it is though. It's Biden's Monkish Treehouse toppling Goliath. It might be a little thin, but it's quality. Look at that.
All right. Oh, okay.
You got Treehouse up top. You got some Bidens right here. You got some Monkish, some double dry hop King Sue, more Monkish. Oh, you got Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey's garage beer.
Do you? How is that, dude?
I don't know. I'm going to try it on the show for the first time tonight. America's going to find out.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Cool.
How good is this beer? It probably tastes like shit, but I'll buy it because it's Jason Kelsey.
Well, what's supposed to be?
What's the ABV? I think 4%.
What type of beer is it?
It's your typical macro Pilsner, like a Coors Light or a Miller Light.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I didn't buy it for taste. I know it's probably going to taste like shit, but it's one of them beers you can drink 9 of them over the course of 4 hours, for a football game, and that's cool. So, every beer has a spot, and I don't judge because I grew up drinking that shit.
We have our podcast fan from the get-go, Kakashi. I don't know if you can pronounce it correctly, but has always been there for us. Thank you for coming on tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody, she says. Or he says. I don't even know. Kakashi.
Yo. Gold Fern or Red Fern? Dealer's choice.
I'm curious about the Red Fern, dude, actually.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say red.
That's the one I initially had my hand on. I was going to pick, and it was meant to be, I think, as my number 2 beer of the evening.
It's so good. I think you had the Silver Fern earlier, right? How was that? The Silver Fern? I think I had that too.
That's amazing beer. That's an expertly well crafted beer, and you can tell on every level of it. I mean, the flavor, was like a step stool of flavors. I mean, your palate was like, I'm catching candy pineapple on it big time. I'm getting mango, and I'm getting fucking, stone fruit, whether it be apricot or peaches. I'm just like, this beer's fucking expertly well crafted.
Conflict Radio official. He's been on
That's
a
my
podcast
boy.
before.
Everybody, tune into their show. Great
Nice.
show. If you're into conspiracy theory stuff like me. Hey, Nikki, my sis, if you're still watching, Conflict Radio, it's my buddy Mike. He runs it. It's all about conspiracy theories. You would love it. You fucking join in and talk. You know your shit too.
Awesome. So,
let me tell you what.
I'll let you go first because I cracked in.
No, go. You go.
All right. So going on the Ludlum theme, and like I said, the DGH Water Guns and Rainbows was fantastic on tap.
Nice. That's the kid.
And it is good in the can. It is good in the can. But I will say, like the Green Gobbler, that New Zealand hop beer may have been a little bit better. It may have been better. And it's crazy.
That's a bold statement, sir. That is a bold statement. I would like to get my hands on that beer. Do you have an extra? I'll trade you.
Shit, dude, I think I just drank the last one, dude.
Because that's a bold statement. Because Double Dry Hop Water Guns and Rainbows for me is the best beer they put out. Yeah. That's a bold ass statement. I got to find it. I'm gonna ask Roz if he can get it.
Yeah, it was good, dude.
Better than Rainbows and Water Guns.
At the table, we each bought a 4-pack of the different beers. I got the Double Dry Hop Rainbows because it was great beer. I think Jeff got the Green Gobbler. And then somebody else got the other IPA that had
was it Bear Trap?
No, that was there, but I didn't have that. It was sunshades or sunglasses.
Okay. All right,
I have it next. If we get to that next beer, I'll pop that one next.
If we get to that next beer, you've been on this podcast before. You know damn well we're getting to that next beer. We'll probably hit the fucking 4 limit. That's like the all-time record.
Yeah,
something like I lost my sunglasses or something like that. It's called.
Yeah, it was
short, brother.
I don't even know what that means. All right, so Olympics covered, soccer covered,
Eagles.
Can't jump into that right now. It is only 30 minutes in, dude.
I'll talk.
Anything going on with the Flyers? Any Flyers?
Well, luckily, and I'll say this about the Flyers, and we're not going to have much to talk about tonight because there's really nothing going on. I will say this though, I feel like this team has a really good chance to do something special. I just hope Tortorella doesn't fuck it up. I do. I'm nervous about it. So
we've had this conversation a few times. All right. Let's jump into the Eagles, and I'm wearing the hat. The Nick Foles is retiring, Super Bowl champion.
BDN, baby, get him, big dog.
Got my Nick Foles jersey right here, man. Oh my God, Super Bowl.
That's a party thing right there, sir.
God, I love it. I love it so much. I don't get to break it out so much because I have all these other Eagles jerseys, and this is like all black gear. We have
awesome
blackout maybe once a season. Yeah. But God damn it, dude. I love Nick Foles. I love him. He's a legend in his city. And
the guy has a statue of himself in front of our dude. Nick Foles is an all-time Eagle. All-time. Dude, he's an all-time legend in the NFL. Just his story alone. I mean, me, you, and Greg, we all know, the story of Nick Foles and the legend. But, man, that dude is the fucking legendary one.
He kind of epitomizes Philly in a way. He was an underdog. He came up. He got
injured the first time he was around and whatnot. And he came back. But what would you say? Like, why would we get rid of him the first time around?
We had a good offer for him. I mean, he was on, and we thought we had better talent around.
Vic, I guess, and
I'm trying to remember who else was it. I think that's when they brought in what the hell is his name? Sammy Sleeves. Remember they had? You remember him, right?
Sammy Sleeves. I think we lost Ricky.
He dropped off. They had whatchamacallit at that point. Wentz playing. And that's when they had. I think he was like the third string quarterback, but he ended up being bumped up to second string, if I remember correctly.
Ricky's back.
Yeah.
So what?
I don't know. My phone's all fucking banged. I got to take it in to get fixed again tomorrow.
So why would you say that we got rid of Nick Foles the first time around there, Ricky?
The first time around?
Yeah.
Well, you remember he came in when Vic got hurt. You remember that?
Yeah.
And not to be too precise, but you remember the day me, you, and Al, shout out my boy Big Al, sat at Pizzeria Uno and watched Nicky Foles throw 7 touchdowns in a game against the Raiders? Remember that game? And that his cleats and jersey are now in the Hall of Fame for most touchdown pass. Yep. So already Nicky Foles was in the Hall of Fame before that happened. But
right,
I mean,
and for the Pro Bowl too, man. He's in there for the Pro Bowl for some amazing shit he did there too.
Nick Foles, when he first came in for Wentz, when he got hurt, did not play very well. He didn't look good. I remember I came in after Wentz got hurt, and I said to my boy Mikey Rozier, because we talked shit all year. I thought, remember Wentz was on pace to win the MVP. Eagles are going Super Bowl, and then Wentz gets hurt against the Rams. I went in that day to work, and I said, man, I had a dream, and that dream is gone. And I believed it. And Nick Foles limped through the rest of the season, played decent against Atlanta in game 1 of the playoffs. Remember, we won on the 1-yard line? Atlanta was on the 1. They threw it to Julio Jones, and we basically pass interfered but got away with it. So, and then they go on to play. And then it got the Minnesota game, and he got fucking white hot, dude. The legend of Nick Foles began. Remember what he did against Minnesota? Shit. And the Super Bowl.
I got a comment here. When you went out, Kakashi said Rick is shotgun 9 beers right now.
Oh,
By the way,
that's a good one. That's pretty good.
I love it. Arigato.
Right now it's the top of the 5th. There's 2 outs. Harper just hit a double.
Nice.
So there's 1 on.
What's the score?
1 on second. Harper on second. 2 outs.
Oh, still 0-0?
I got 0-0 top of the 5th.
Okay. I got it on the radio, but I'm such a fucking loudmouth. I can't even hear it over my own talking.
Well, that bases loaded 4th inning, that went down.
Somebody strike out?
They both struck out.
No.
So
Rojas.
So you said
on now.
You know the date when Nick Foles is coming to the Eagles game to retire?
I don't want to don't quote me, but I want to say September 16th. It's a Nick Foles night. They're probably going to have a whole ceremony at halftime. Greg, I think I talked about earlier. I don't know if they'll retire his number, but I think he's going up in the ring of honor, as he should.
Yeah,
he should.
Dude.
Listen, he's the only Eagles quarterback so far to win a Super Bowl. And the way he did it against probably the greatest defensive mind in NFL history, and Bill Belichick, and the best player of all time, Tom Brady. He outdueled Tom Brady. Don't forget, Tom Brady had almost 600 yard pass in that game, and he outdueled him.
Yeah,
that game was amazing, dude. It was a miracle, man.
I say it all the time. One of the best nights of my life.
Yeah, man. He deserves all the flowers, dude. All the fucking flowers, dude. MVP, dude, of the Super Bowl.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Phillies just shit the bed.
So
over. No, but the other thing, like I was going to say about Nick Foles is the fact that number 9 is not a good number, so they could get away with retiring it. It's not like anybody really famous has it or really good has it, but
it's not like it's number 7.
Yeah, exactly. It's not number 7.
That's a good point,
dude. It has a good ring to it. Nicky number 9, man.
That's a great point, dude. Oh, that's well thought out, cuz that's like
Nicky number 9.
Like nobody gives a shit about number 9. Just fucking put the thing in and fucking retire it.
Let him retire it. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's good.
If somebody wants 9, they can do 0-9, right?
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Well, they can wear 0 now too. Remember, in the past years they weren't able to. And now this year, starting last year, you can wear 0. DeAndre Swift worked for the Eagles.
Yep.
And somebody's rocking it this year on the Eagles. Somebody good. I forget, but I'll bring it up next week. Somebody is rocking number 0 on the Eagles right now, and it's a good player.
Yeah.
It's not Bryce Huff, is it?
I don't think so. I want to say maybe it's wide receiver or running back.
I don't know.
It's not DeAndre Swift.
No, he's not on the Eagles anymore.
Yeah, he's not on the Eagles. Let's see.
I don't know. I saw somebody practicing earlier on one of the shows I follow, and I think it's a good player, but who knows?
Yeah, the internet's always saying DeAndre Swift. So,
all right.
Yeah,
that's probably not updated. Maybe that's the one.
Anybody watch the Giants Hard Knocks yet? Or
no, I don't have HBO.
No,
fuck the Giants anyway. Fuck them, man. What? Fuck all them Giants. I don't care. Fuck all you. You guys are worse than Dallas fans. There, I said it.
Oh, I don't know if they're worse than Dallas fans. I mean, at least the Giants fans have half a brain.
The best is that. Shout out to my buddy Brian.
I don't, after watching this Hard Knocks, man, I don't have any fear, I guess, or any worry about.
They don't intimidate. That team, that organization does not intimidate anybody.
I agree. I think they're trending down.
The GM they got, man, he's like too overconfident, and for them to let go.
Saquon. That's it. Yeah, it's a great point. And that's the thing. I did see the clip where he thought he was the man. Hey, listen, cuz thank you for thinking you're the fucking man, because I think Saquon Barkley, when all's said and done, I think he's going to have a fucking phenomenal career here in Philly.
Fucking crushes him. I fucking hope he crushes him, dude.
I hope he gets 1,500, 1,600 yards and
Oh, dude, imagine that.
So one of the comments he's going
to catch the ball out of the backfield too.
Oh, yeah.
One of the comments he said was like, hey, there's a lot of running back out there, but do you want your name on the ring of the Giants or whatever to retire as a Giants? Like, pretty much like tell them, like, hey, man, if you want to be recognized as a Giants player, you should take like a lower number. And it was just like, what? Are you
crazy?
Dude.
You guys are so 20 years ago. Peace out, Giants, you fuckers.
Right. It was like, nah, dude. I'm so glad he left them, man. It was like crappy.
Seriously, I'm really hoping for the best with them, because it'd be great just to be able to go and say, not only did you guys know nothing about your player, but we're that much better than you, that he became an NFL legend on our team.
Can I bring up something too that I found a very cool kind of energy wave flowing? The fact that we brought in Saquon from one of our fierce division rivals, a guy that was almost probably the savior of their team when they drafted him, and he's coming over here now. Isn't it similar to the Bryce Harper thing? Our fierce division rival with the Nationals. He doesn't like the fans. He doesn't want to be there, but he notices the passion of Philly. He said, I want to go there, right? And he's thriving here. I feel like the same kind of thing with Saquon. And they let the fierce division rival say, look, it's negative. It's terrible up here. I don't like it. I like the way these guys do business in Philly. And Bryce Harper saw the same thing. He saw how the fans were. Yeah, and I think Saquon and Bryce are going to kind of forever be linked here in Philly.
Yeah, by the way, quick.
On the show, they pretty much sold him. So they had some more money for an offensive line for Daniel Jones. And then just me saying that sounds fucking crazy. Like, who the hell is Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, dude. Is that where you're putting your eggs in that basket? Is that the basket?
For like 5 years now. I'm like, what are you guys waiting to see? Yeah, listen, good, man. Like I always say, it's like that girl you broke up with in high school. Ain't my problem. Let them. Hey, that's on you, Giants. I don't want any of that negative energy around my team.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, Arizona's up 1-0. Yeah, home run.
Dude.
Well, that's all right. We'll change our energy around to.
I was pretty happy to see the Phillies get at least a couple wins out of the Dodgers, man.
3 out of the last 4 games. And honestly, it should be 4 out of 5. I mean, last Saturday in Seattle as a game, you took total collapse, but also I don't like to blame the umps, but the umps had a huge reason. The game was over. We struck the guy out and he calls it a fucking ball, walks it, listen. So in reality, we should have won 4 out of 5. We've won 3 out of 4. This Phillies team is in good shape. I think they went through that whole lull, that kind of valley, if you would. And a lot of people in Philly were calling. I was like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah. And nobody on the Phillies team threw anybody else under the bus. There was no shit talk, no blame. Everybody said, we're going to pull out of this. We're going to stay together as a team.
Topper's
That's
head,
character.
Man. Put Topper's head on the fucking pike, man. Like, it was just so sane, dude.
Slow down.
Calm down, dude. Calm down. One bad month? Okay, I can deal with that. One bad month, all right, it's not too bad. Month and a half, baby. All right, okay. But Jesus Christ, dude, like, it's going to happen. You're going to have injuries.
Well, that's what I tried to say to everybody. I talk to everybody. They bring up the Phillies. I'm like, listen, this is baseball. You know, the Phillies, everybody, I think, got so spoiled early in the year. We're playing 80% baseball. We're winning, 75 to 80% of the games. That just doesn't happen in baseball. You knew the lull was coming. It was like, everybody brace yourself, pump the fucking brakes, relax. Everybody's like, they're going to collapse. Fuck it, it's baseball. You know what I mean? It is baseball. This is what happened. And guess what? Can I tell you something? They still have the best record in all of baseball. For anybody who was burying them, still the best record in baseball.
And they did. And listen, they didn't panic. Let's be honest here.
No, exactly. Thank you. Bingo. Right. There was no panic.
No panic in that team. They just
there was no moves. They were like, "Hey, we got to do this. We got to do that." There was none of that.
They made moves,
well, it was the typical trade deadline move. And shout out to Dombrowski for nailing it.
Yeah, I mean they made moves, but they made moves on problems that they had.
Right. No, it wasn't making a move just because we're panicking. It was making a move because we need a bullpen arm and we need an outfielder that has a little bit of power and can hit lefties. And guess what? That's what Dave Dombrowski got shot. That's why this guy wins everywhere he goes. And he's about to be the first GM to ever win 3 championships in 3 different cities this year. And I'm saying it. It's this year. It's happening.
I
don't believe in jinxes. I don't believe in that shit. It's only so.
They got the they have a real fighter's chance of winning it this year. They're betting on themselves, and they just
it's a good bet.
They just ended the 5th inning on a double play. They're down 1-0. They gave up 1, but they're still they got that double play. They're right out of this.
I think I'm on a delay. You're just saying it, and as you're saying it, I'm hearing them called on the radio. So I think I'm on a delay with the game.
You're on the radio. You're listening to the radio. Right now. So
that's why I wish fucking Merrill Reese I could sync up. And by the way, shout out, congrats, Merrill, getting in the Hall of Fame this year.
That's it.
I'd rather listen to Merrill Reese for every Eagles game for eternity. He's the best commentator in my lifetime. There's nobody in the sports commentating world I respect more than Merrill Reese. Nobody.
Harry K was a close second.
Listen, Harry's a close second, but he's definitely second to me. Hey, to each their own. But to me, Merrill's the best of all time.
Yep.
But Harry's right there. It's like 1 and 1A.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna say, at Ludlum, their barbecue, was so goddamn good. There was a brisket cheesesteak, so amazing. Yeah, and I had a barbecue kibasi sandwich, and it was just out of this world, dude. It was a smoked kibasi smothered with barbecue sauce and cheese on a roll. Dude, the food was so good.
Any crap going on there?
No crap, no crap. But I did have a side of coleslaw. No. It's more of a barbecue smoke place.
I feel it. It's not a German joint. I get it. Yeah. Listen, coleslaw's the barbecue version of sauerkraut. It's all right. Listen, I eat a ton of fucking cabbage. I love coleslaw and sauerkraut.
I had to go with the kielbasa, being Polish. But like the other people had the brisket cheesesteak, and they loved it, dude.
Nice.
So man, awesome food, dude.
Hey, DeeTer,
I gotta get down there, man. Speaking of which, you going to breweries. Sorry, too. I also was down the shore this past weekend at the Pinelands Brewing. Shout out to them. I put a review on Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube and Instagram, and it was pretty cool. They're all right. I went when they just opened, so there was nobody there. I was the first one. I'm doing this fucking review, and it's quiet. I'm saying to her, I'm like, you mind if I do a beer review? I do beer reviews on the internet. And she looked at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, like Dave Portnoy does pizza. She's like, okay, whatever. I said, can I go over there? Can I take the beer? I said, yeah, I don't care what you do. I think she was eating her fucking lunch. So I go to this review and I'm like, fuck, man, it was so quiet. It was the quietest review. I usually like music in the background or there's a big crowd, but it was such a quiet review. I'm like, fuck.
I got another comment here. It's a big boss man. Big Game James. What's up,
the dude? That's the dude.
Hey, James. I can't wait for the football season to start, man. Always a good time, man. For
James, I love you, but fuck your Buccaneers, dude, and for beating us again. Nick Sirianni, both times, well, 2 of the 3 times he lost in playoffs were the fucking Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I know everybody's burying Nick right now, but I'm going to be the guy that steps up and says, I'm on your side, dude. Keg stand Nick. He's one of us, dude. I'm supporting the guy.
Yeah.
I'm not selling him out, dude. This guy's done number win since he's gotten here. Why would we bury
great personality? And man, like always
Philly's so bipolar. They hate on the guys that are boring and drab and don't talk or do nothing, right? You hate on them. But all of a sudden, now you get a guy in town that not only he's gotten here all 3 years, has his team in the playoffs. One of the years he took us to a Super Bowl, the guy's over there punking Giants fans on the tennis court in Haddonfield. I mean, this guy's one of us. This is Keg Stand Nick. Why is everybody hating on this guy? This is the best thing that happened to Philly football since Andy Reid.
Yeah, well, man, I cannot wait for the football season, man. I can't wait to bring people on to different teams and all.
Yeah,
that is
listen, I'm Team Nick Sirianni, dude. Give me a T-shirt.
But I can't wait to start talking shit with Dallas fans.
I can't wait to talk shit to everybody in the NFL that ain't from here. Fuck everybody. And seriously, and you guys all sat, and you know that whole league sat and watched us and cheered and laughed to see our demise and collapse and probably reveled in our pain. And guess what? We saw it. We felt it. Everybody's check marking. Listen.
Oh my God.
I'm making check marks. The Eagles are coming for you. Coming for you this year.
Look at this guy. Another comment. There he is. Jabari. Go Cowboy. Jabari.
Yeah. Well, Stogs. The turds. The cow turds. The cow turds.
Oh man, it's getting fired up. Football season.
Dak Prescott's over there having a fucking pissing contest with Jerry Jones on a contract dispute, and you got CD Lamb holding out.
Right. What is that?
There's nothing but turmoil and demise and strife in that team in Dallas. Hey, Stoggs, that's you, kid. But don't you? We're out. You all did. Ain't worrying about Dallas.
Castellanos just took a hit.
Nice. How many's on? Anybody in scoring position?
No, he's
tough having the Phillies game going
out, and he's on. But yeah, he took it right in the elbow.
Oh, Castellanos got hit again?
Yeah.
What is it?
Stock says Phillies a dumpster fire. Oh, please, dude.
Ouch.
Cowboys is a dumpster fire. Jesus, man.
Who'd they bring in? Nobody,
dude.
Don't settle up their damn quarterback. Oh wait, they dropped
$50
million or whatever on them, and they still got nobody to back them up.
Still believe in the Dak. Believe in the Dak. Dak will get us there.
DeeTer and Big Game James and Styles, if you're all listening, seriously, as a network, we should do once a year party where we get everybody, all the shows from around the country. You know, you, Greg, you, DeeTer, all the get Stoggs and the kid that Trey that loves Ohio State on there, Big Game James, and do a once a year show, and we get everybody from all the cities.
It would probably be in Texas because most of them are in Texas. But yeah, maybe
listen, I'd be all right with that. Yo, the Houston area, you got the Hazy IPA game is coming up, kid. You got Spindle Tap, Musical Box. You got Baba Brew House down there. You got Klaus. There's some good haze in Texas, man. There is some good haze in Texas.
Stocks. Let's do it. Nice. Oh, man. This is so hard to do a show with the Phillies going on because I'm curious.
I know. I got it in my background. I'm trying to concentrate on two things right now. I'm listening to this and I'm talking. Hey, I'm going to go get a third beer. I think I'm going to get some Monkey's fucking beer.
Nice. So tomorrow, though, is the Eagles' first preseason
game. Yeah, against Baltimore. Shout out to my boy Len, who's a Baltimore fan. So you know Len, Greg. Dude, motherfucker talks more shit than anybody. Love you, kid, but you talk more shit than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
And that includes me. And I talk a lot of shit.
The other day, what he thought about the Eagles. He's like, rah, 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 rah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I know.
I know. I felt bad. I was like, Len, you're such an asshole. And I think he was taking it back. I'm like, I'm just playing, dude. That's how we show love.
Well, I mean, like, here we go. We got one. We just got one.
Nice.
So anyway, it's 1-1 now. But yeah, I was like, I'm like,
Cassiano scored.
No, he's got a, he doesn't have a very favorable opinion of the Phillies. I mean, of the Eagles. So I was just kind of like, picking his brain what he thought. And
Who?
Like, I'm not a fan of them.
Who?
Yeah, I know, Len, but still,
No, who? Oh.
and it was nice seeing his wife today. She's a sweetheart.
Who?
Len's wife. Was it Peg?
Okay, yeah, she stopped in, and I wouldn't to mess with Len. Be like, what are you scared to come in because the Eagles are playing the Ravens tomorrow? And then I realized it's a preseason game. It don't mean fucking nothing. So I'm like, I'm not saying that preseason games are, just everybody stay healthy.
I got a comment for you. Stock says, I will call the Philly, but the streets are so bad, the crime is so high. Oh God.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, Stocks, you live in Dallas, right? Didn't you guys assassinate a president in broad daylight? What are you talking about? How do you even pull that card? Are you kidding me? That was in Dallas, y'all. What the fuck? And you're getting on us because we built a Santa Claus? And it's not even a real Santa Claus, by the way.
And the sports complex is totally away from the city.
It's all Lego and fake.
On top of that, listen, if he's that scared to go outside of his own door, like, that's on him. I can go walk into Philly and not have a problem.
I work at Philly, man. I work at Philly all week, man.
We grew up going to fucking Camden, dude. Like, that's a war zone. Yeah, you want to afraid to come to Philly, dude? We'll take you to fucking Dave and Buster's, dude.
Yeah,
nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. I mean, it's just don't act a fool and you'll be fine. That's all.
Don't wear your Dallas jersey up here because I'm not fighting for you in the parking lot. That's all you, dude.
Oh man, I can't wait for football to start. Get all the guys together and let's fucking go at it. Let's go.
My money is on us. My money is on us.
Always.
We can have our.
Oh my God, dude! I feel like this team's really good, man. I feel like we got a nice talent on the off season. I like how Hurts is like not in the top 10 of the NFL quarterbacks.
Getting disrespected. I think he's going to be up there.
Don't put him there. Please don't put him there.
That's a good thing.
Put that chip on his shoulder, man.
Yeah, thank you. Bingo. Thank you.
We'll see how that works out for
Philly. It's an area thing. All of us, this team, everybody. Look, tell us we can't. You know what? The 2017 Eagles won the Super Bowl because everybody said you can't. You lost your fucking, MVP quarterback. The season's over. Nope. Rocky
James says, fire the cannons, Tampa.
What the fuck?
Of course. I know, and I ain't got shit to say. Love you, James. Listen,
can't wait.
I know, and fuck Tampa, dude. I hate Tampa, but shout out to you, James. You're right. And listen, we did beat you a couple times in an NFC title game, but you beat us in the biggest one ever in the last game in the bet. So I'll put my respect where it's deserved. So shout out to James.
Yeah.
I just say fuck the Cowboys. I don't care.
Yeah,
I got a lot of family in Tampa, and I have a lot of family in Texas. So it's like so crazy that these two guys that give me crap is like like most of my family at.
That's what life's all about, You gotta have fun.
Hey, listen, it's still good. You got that family rivalry. It's a good thing,
So real quick, not to interject, I got on beer 3.
Nice.
What you got?
That is Monkish's, and listen, I've been waiting to get this for a little bit now. I'm glad I finally got all. This is Monkish Triple Dry Hopped Nelsie. Now, this is a pale ale. This isn't an IPA or double IPA, an 8.5% beer. This is a 5.5% beer, and I've been hearing rave reviews all over the fucking intraweb. Oh my God. What? The nose on that beer is...
All right, well,
that's artwork. That's artwork. Well, number one, the first step, the nose is phenomenal. Look, the color. Look at that color.
Oh, it's beautiful. Stock says, "Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing."
Stars, always love you, kid.
Always.
You're always part of the fam up here, kid.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I'm gonna taste this fucking thing.
I'm sure it's incredible. It looks incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Come on. That's the cheat code.
Yeah.
That's Contra. That's up, down, left, right, BA select start. That's the cheat code. If you can do that with a pale ale with that kind of flavor, you're brewing genius. You're an expert at your craft. If you're and this is no different. This is a 5.5% beer that tastes like an 8.5% double IPA with Nelson triple dry hopped, and Nelson's all over with the white wine grape. It's musty. It's fucking dank, but yet still fucking slightly creamy and New Englandish. It's his work of art. It's expertly well crafted, and just like a painter or a musician, this is expertly well crafted beer.
By the way, real quick. It's bases loaded, top of the sixth, 2 outs.
And who's up, Turner?
Walked on.
Who's up, Turner?
Turner's up, yeah.
This is where he needs to step up and be big time right here, a position like this. I mean, it's did early on, but time to get back into it, kid.
Yeah, this is exactly like he needs to go and produce.
This is huge for the confidence. He gets a base hit here. That's a monster on more than one level.
Yeah, that dude, like he's a bit streaky. Like I think he's starting to like get back out of.
I hope so.
Climb back out of it.
I think you're right.
I'm hoping like he's got a golden opportunity to just even if he doesn't like hit a home run, that's fine. Just drive one in. Just get that ball rolling. So that way.
That was Malkish there, Ricky. That you got. Was there any collab, any other breweries, or just Malkish?
From what I can see out here in this lighting, no. It doesn't look like there's any collab. Triple dry hop Nelsie. As you can tell, it's an old Nelson solvent hopped pale ale. It's like I said, it's about 5.5%, and I mean it drinks like one of the best double IPAs you've ever had. If you like Southern Pacific hops like Nelson, this beer, it's amazing. It might be. It's in my top 4 for best, either pale ale or regular IPAs that I've had ever.
All right. So this is the third and final Ludlum I have for tonight.
Nice.
DDH, where's my shades at? And has a little shades with the question.
Nice.
I
see a picture of the beer.
Not too
shabby. Party.
Yeah,
that's a party beer, bro. What's the ABV on that?
This one I think is a little bit potent. I think it's like 8.8 or 8.5 or something. 8.5, I believe.
Nice. The kid ain't fucking around tonight.
No. But when I seen the yellow label, I thought it was their old beer, Shine Down, or remember they had Lamplight and they changed it to Shine Down or something like that?
Well, yeah, I remember they had to change Lamplight because of Lamplighter Brewery up in fucking Boston.
But
what did Lamplight become?
I think it Let It Shine or something.
Is that
something
what it was?
Shine. Yeah.
That was a good beer, I remember.
And I don't think I had the Bear Trap, but the Bear Trap is IPA too. So
I think you did have the Bear Trap. I think I saw you check into it on Untapped, and yes, I had it on tap about 8-9 months ago. It's a good beer. I think I saw your check-in on Untapped. Okay. I think that's why I ordered it because I was kind of up in the air. I think you gave pretty good ratings, like a 4.25.
Dude, Ludlum makes good beer, man. Like,
they do. Listen, they're one of the best in South Jersey. I'm a huge Ludlum fan. And Cape May. I know some people get on Cape May. Dude, Cape May consistently puts out a great variety of fucking beers.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Turner just drove in a run, so it's 2 runs. So now it's
anime, baby.
Yep.
I'm listening to it right now. Yeah, baby.
But
2 RBI single.
One of my favorites from them, from Cape May, is Coastal Evacuation.
Great fucking IPA, sir.
That's one of my favorite IPAs.
Good call.
The one I like now is Sea Seeker. Sea Seeker is
I heard about that.
Good.
I've heard about that. And did you also have that Morning Days yet?
No, I don't think I have.
I haven't either, but it gets like an overall 4 rating, mass rating.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, get that in. Let me know.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
trying to.
Phillies up.
Yeah, what's it? 2-1, 3-1?
3-1, yeah, 3-1.
But dude, I'm pretty happy with Ludlum's beer, man, and the fucking food's awesome. And I would say, like, yeah, maybe just an hour drive, and you're right by the Jersey Shore. Why not, man? That's a good spot, dude.
Yeah.
And everybody I was with was like, yeah, we're coming back here, man. This is a great spot.
Nice.
It's a great point, dude.
Props to them. I mean, if you can go not only have good food, but you have a good brewery to back it up, that's like that's a win-win right there. That you can sustain yourself for a long time with that. You know?
Yeah, and Seattle is getting pretty popular. Like the Kelsey's, all the stuff that they did with their events there and everything. It's a nice town, man.
It is.
But we're at that hour and 7 mark. Are we going to keep on going, or?
I mean, you make the call. I'm drinking beer, listening to Phil's game. I'll hang out either on air with you or not. Yeah, I'll be sitting in the same seat probably.
Let's finish watching the Phillies game on our own accord. All right, buddies? Hey, love you guys. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
Cheers.
And everybody watching the show, comment. Thank you so much. 10 p.m. Thursday night, BGSE Network, 2 birds, 1 show. Check it out.
Peace.
Howdy.